start a new lesson and our chapter 9 data handling. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to study about data and tally marks. So what do you mean by data? Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. So data is a collection of numbers. Data is a collection of numbers gathered to give some information. And to get a particular information from the given data, the data can be organized first. So first we record the data or collect the data. Then we organize the data to get a particular information. So the organization of data can be done by in various ways. And the first way or the one way to organize data is by using tally marks. And tally marks means tally marks are a way of expressing numbers in groups of 5. Tally marks is a way of representing or expressing numbers in a group of 5. For example, if we represent the numbers as follows by using tally marks. Okay, so we want to represent 1 as the tally marks. Then you draw one vertical line, and the one vertical line is the tally marks represents the number 1. And we want to represent the number 2. Then you draw 2 vertical lines, and it represents the tally mark is equal to 2. 1, 2. And for representing 3, 1, 2, 3. And these 3 vertical lines represents 3. So for representing 3, draw 3 vertical lines. Then for representing 4, draw 4 vertical lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then for representing 5, first you draw 4 vertical lines. And the fifth one is draw a diagonal across the 4 vertical lines. And it represents the number 5. Then for representing 6, we see that we already know that 5 plus 1 we get 6. So first you draw the tally mark that is equal to or represents 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 5 plus 1. So draw one vertical line that is equal to 6. Then for representing 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 6, 7. Then the number 8 can be represented as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 5 plus 3 we get 8. Then 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 5 plus 4. Then 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again a diagonal. Okay, first you draw only 4 vertical lines, and the fifth one is draw the diagonal across the 4 vertical lines. So 5 plus 5, 10. If you represent 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then for representing 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, sorry, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so in this way we can represent or organize expressing numbers into tally marks. So here we can see that tally marks is the form of expressing numbers by using the form of in a group of 5 here. 5. It's a group of 5, 5, 5. So this is called a tally marks. And another way of organizing data is through pictograph. And another way of organizing data is through the use of pictograph. Okay, so this is tally marks. So pictograph means a pictogram represents data through pictures. So a pictograph represents data through pictures of objects, and we get answers from the questions from the given table represents pictures or the pictograph. And for number of apples. Day. First day, Monday. And here 5 apples. So here you can see that on Monday, here 5 pictures of apples were given, and each picture stands for 10 apples, and the first picture and the one picture of apples stands for 10 apples, which means the first picture or the one picture represents 10 apples. This one is 10 and again 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. So how many apples were sold on Monday? 10. Here 5 pictures were given and one apple stands for, one figure stands for 10 apples. So 5 into 10 we get 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then next one on Tuesday, this only one figure is given, that means only 10 apples were sold on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday there is no pictures were given in Wednesday, so there is no apples were sold in Wednesday. So here 0. Then on Thursday, 3 pictures were given, 10, 20, 30. 30 apples were sold on Thursday. Then on Friday there is only 2 figures were given, which means 10, 20. 20 apples were sold on Friday. So the vendor sold 50 apples on Monday, 10 apples on Tuesday, 30 apples on Thursday, and 20 apples on Friday. There is no apples were sold on Wednesday because there is no pictures given in the Wednesday. So here in this way we can represent or organize data by using pictograph. Okay, and here we can conclude that the maximum number of apples were sold on Monday. So the maximum number of apples, that is 50. So maximum number of apples were sold on Monday, and the minimum number of apples, so on Wednesday there is no apples were sold on Wednesday, and here the maximum number of apples were sold on Monday, and on Friday this 20 apples were sold on Friday, 30 apples were sold on Thursday. Like this we can get the answers from the pictograph. Okay, so we can organize data by using pictograph, and also we can organize data by tally marks. So we are going to our exercise portion. Exercise 9.1. In your textbook, the question is given here. So you take your textbook and look at the question given in your textbook, page number 192. In a mathematics test, the following marks were obtained by got 3, 4, 2 and the marks. Okay, so they got different marks. And here we want to find how many students obtain mark equal to or more than 7. And also we want to find how many students obtain mark below 4. So for obtain that, before that we use we organize the given data by using tally marks. So here we want to write or organize the given data by using tally marks. So for that you just divide or draw a table including 3 columns: marks, tally marks and number of students. So marks, tally marks and number of students. In this way we can arrange the data given in your textbook by using tally marks. Number of students. Okay, first one, the marks obtained, and the first one is some children got 1 mark. So 1 mark. How many students we have got 1 mark? So let us look at your text. Here, how many students we have got 1 mark? 1. Then in this row here, 2. So 2 students. So 2. So tally mark is 2. 1, 2. 2 students we have got 1 mark. So number of students 2. Then the students who got 2 marks. Here how many students we have got 2 marks? 1, 2, 3. 3 students. Okay, 3 students we have got 2 marks. So you draw the tally marks. Draw 3 vertical lines to represent 3. 1, 2, 3. So number of students 3. Then 3 marks. The number of students got 3 marks. 1, 2, 3. 3 students. Okay, only 3 students we have got 3 marks. So draw 3 vertical lines. 1, 2, 3. So number of students 3. Then the number of students who got 4 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 students we have got 4 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number of students 7. Then next one, the number of students who got 5 marks. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 students. Okay, 6 students we have got 5 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the students we have got 6 marks. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 students we have got 6 marks. 7 students we have got 6 marks. So tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the students we have got 7 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 students we have got 7 marks. Okay, so 5 students we have got 7 marks, and the tally mark is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the number of student marks obtained by the student mark is 8. So here how many students have obtained 8 marks? 1, and here 2, and here is 8. 3, 4, 4. Okay, 4 students were got 8 marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9. Number of students were obtained 9 marks is 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 students were obtained 9 marks. So the tally mark is 1, 2, 3. And here some questions is given in your textbook, and the question number A. Find how many students obtain marks equal to or more than 7. So we want to find the number of students who got equal to or more than 7. And here 7 equal to 7 and area 9 is more than 7, and the number of students who got 7 is 5, and the number of students who got more than 7, that is the students got 8 and 9. So 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3. So we get first question 5 plus 4 plus 3, that's equal to 12. So how many students were got more than equal to 7 and more than 7 marks? The students who got marks equal to or more than 7 are the students who got marks as either 7, 8 or 9. So the number of students is equal to the students who got 7 marks is 5, and the students who got more than 7, that is students got 8 marks, that is 4, and the students got 9 marks is equal to 3. So 5 plus 4 plus 3 we get 12. So 12 students were got marks equal to or more than 7. Then the second question. How many students obtain marks below 4? Okay, the students who got marks below 4 are the students who got marks as either, and the below 4 is 3, 2 and 1. The students who got 3, 2 and 1. And here the students who got 3 marks is 3 students. So 3 plus, and the students who got 2 marks is 3, again 3 plus the students who got 1. So 3 plus 3 plus 1, then we get 7. So 7 students were got the marks. Sorry, here 2. Okay, 2 students were got 1 mark, so we get 8. So 8 students were got marks below 4. So like this, we can arrange the data by using tally marks, and also we conclude or we can find answers from the table. Then the second question. Second question, following is the choice of sweets of 30 students of class 6. So, some choice of sweets of some students in class 6 is given, and we want to arrange the names of sweets in a table by using tally marks, and find the sweet preferred by most of the students. So, here the given sweets are Laddu, Burfi, Laddu, Jalebi, Laddu, Rasgulla, Jalebi, Laddu, Burfi, Rasgulla, Laddu, Jalebi, Jalebi, Rasgulla, Laddu, Rasgulla, Jalebi, Laddu, Rasgulla, Laddu, Laddu, Burfi, Rasgulla, Rasgulla, Jalebi, Rasgulla, Laddu, Rasgulla, Jalebi, Laddu. So here these are the choices of sweets in students who studied in class 6. And here first we want to arrange the names of the given names of sweets into a table by using tally marks. So for that you first draw the table. So first column sweets, name of the sweets. Then second one, number of students. number of students. Then tally marks. Oh, you can write tally marks here. Okay, sweets, tally marks and number of students. Tally marks. And here the first sweet is laddu. And here the sweets are laddu, burfi, jalebi and rasgulla. Laddu, burfi, jalebi and rasgulla. So the first one laddu. Laddu, then burfi, jalebi and rasgulla. These are the four sweets, and here you can see that we want to find the number of students who chose laddu, burfi, jalebi and rasgulla. First we find the number of students who chose laddu, and here how many students will choose laddu? One, laddu 1, 2, 3, and where is laddu? 4. And here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 students will choose laddu. So the number of students who choose laddu is 11, and we want to write the tally marks. Okay, so 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, then next one burfi. How many students will choose burfi? 1, 2, where is burfi? 3. Is only 3 students will choose burfi. Only 3 students will choose burfi. So the number of students choose burfi is 3, and the tally mark is draw 3 vertical lines to represent 3. Then next one is next sweet jalebi. And here jalebi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 students will choose jalebi. So 7, and writing tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then rasgulla. So how many students will choose rasgulla? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 students will choose rasgulla. So 9. So writing tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 students will choose rasgulla. And here's the table. And here the question, first question, arrange the names of sweets in a table using tally marks. So we can arrange the number of students preferred by each sweets in a table. And here the total number of students 11 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9. So 20 plus 30. So 30 students. The total number of students is 30. Then the second question. How many students which sweets is preferred by most of the students? Which sweets is preferred by most of the students? Here we Laddu. So, laddu is the most preferred sweet among the students. So, this is the answer of second question. Then third question. So, in the third question, Catherine threw a dice 40 times and noted the number appearing each time as shown below. So, you are also familiar with dice, and we can draw through the dice and it appears numbers. And here Catherine threw a dice 40 times and she noted the numbers appearing each time. And here the numbers appearing each time is 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 3, 5, 4, 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 6, 1, 5, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 5, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5. So, we want to make a table and enter the data using tally marks and find some questions are given below. So, we want to find the answers from the table. So, first we make the table, and here the numbers. First table is numbers. Numbers appear. That is, sometimes the numbers appears is 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 6. Okay. So, we want to find the number of times each number appears. So, for that, you first draw the table including numbers and number of times that numbers appears and tally marks. Okay. So, question number 3, first column number, then tally marks or number of times. Okay, number of times, then tally marks. Here the first number is 1. So, how many times 1 appears? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, 7 times where 1 appears. So, number of times where 1 appears is 7, and the tally marks is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the number is 2, and the number of times appears is in the first row. 2 is not appears, and here 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 times where 2 appears. So, right number of times is 6. So, tally mark is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the next one number is 3, and the number of times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, only 5 times the number 3 appears. So, the number of times is 5 and the tally mark is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the number is 4. And how many times where 4 appears? Then here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Only 4 times where 4 appears. Okay. So, 4 and the tally mark is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next number is 5. And the number of times is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. So, the number of times 11. And the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then next number and last number 6. times. And the tally marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the question, first question. And here the first question, we want to find the minimum number of times. So the number that occurs for minimum number of times is 4. 4 occurs only, or 4 appears only 4 times. This is the least number. So the number that occurs for minimum number of times is 4. So the first question, minimum number of times is 4. Then second question. The maximum number of times, the number that occurs for maximum number of times is 5. 5 appears 11 times. So the number that occurs for maximum number of times is 5. 5 occurs maximum number of times, that's equal to 11. So the answer is 5. And the question C. Find those numbers that appears an equal number of times. So which numbers appears equal number of times? Here 1 appears 7 times and 6 is also appears 7 times. So 1 and 6 appears equal number of times. So the number 5 appears 11 times and the number 4 appears only 4 times and the number 1 and 6 appears equal number of times. That's equal to 1 and 6 appears 7 times. So these are the answers of the question given in the third part. Then question number 4. So fourth question. Following pictograph shows the number of tractors in 5 villages. Okay. In your textbook, page number 192. Here the pictograph is given in village A and the one tractor, one picture stands for one tractor. Okay, so in village A, number of tractors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 6 tractors and in village B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tractors and village C. And each figure stands for only one tractor. Okay, and here in village C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tractors. And in village D 1, 2, 3. Only 3 tractors were in village D. And in village E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tractors. And here the questions are, first question, which village has minimum number of tractors and which village has minimum number of tractors? Village D has minimum number of tractors. Village D has only 3 tractors, so village D has minimum number of tractors. And second question, which village has maximum number of tractors? Village C. So village C has 8 tractors, so it has maximum number of tractors. So village C has maximum number of tractors. And how many more tractors village C has as compared to village B? So village C has 8 tracks. Village C has 8 tracks. 8 tracks and village B has only 5 tracks. So 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So village C has 3 more tracks than village B. And what is the total number of tractors in the villages? And the first village, village A, it's 6 and village B there are 5 tractors and in village C 8 tractors, village D is 3 tractors and village E is 6 tractors and the total number of tractors are 28 tractors. Okay, so these are the answers of question number 4 and the next question we will discuss in our next class. So today let's wind up our class. Have a nice day. Thank you.